we are the others. What is something that maybe you read in the news this week that's not politics related? I'm sure there was like maybe
people drink too much.
British people?
Yeah.
British people drink too much. My wife went on a trip right before we got married to London, no, Paris. We went to Paris, but she met a British people. There was like a soccer team was there.
She met British people.
she met a British people. That's how they say. That's how their plurals work.
Okay. It's because they drink so much.
And she was so drunk that she didn't know he only had one arm until the next day, when her sister was like, "So what was that one-armed guy talking to you about?" She had no idea. She just thought he was really charming. He was just like this all night. So I don't trust British people because of that.
The British guy had one arm, or he was the guy that was so drunk?
The British guy had one arm. He was also married, but my wife was so drunk she didn't know he had one arm.
Oh, I thought he was just like dainty, like he actually had two arms and.
No, he just had
okay.
one arm.
Okay.
Hamish. His name was Hamish.
I lived in Britain.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's new.
No.
Yeah, I did. It was 7th grade. I actually remember my dad drinking a lot, but not British people. He was American, and my stepmom also. Yeah.
Maybe he showed them how to do it.
I think
Until it started.
That's where it started.
Oh my, Reginald.
Oh yes, Teresa.
It's 5 p.m. and I just don't know what to do.
I have an idea.
Oh, sound a little randy.
I was out in the pub last night and I tried a high C. An ecto cooler high C. It was green.
You scallywag. You little noozle nub. You noozle nub.
You slut.
We cut to the night before at the bar. So yeah, I just happened to bring a sixer with me. So you're welcome to try it out.
You Americans have such fancy drinks.
Now, you're gonna take this straw. Here, do it with me. You push it through the plastic real hard. It'll pierce through.
Now I'm
Just do it.
Do it.
I'm sorry, could you just hold the box for me?
No, you need to hold your own box.
I'll hold the box.
Listen here, Yank. This is how we do it in Texas.
Honey.
I'm sorry, but
You
you
just make them
gotta...
all drink, honey.
Listen,
Come on.
they gotta learn how to penetrate their own box.
You're right.
Otherwise...
You're right. Penetrate the box, okay? It's for your own good.
Anyway, you pull it out of its sheath. You grab hold of your box. I like to put it in between my legs to get a firm grip on it. You take the pointy end, just jam it in there.
Well, my straw doesn't have a pointy end.
You squeeze it.
Reginald, cut back to the den. What are you doing? Splashing your face with greenness.
Just put it in your box. This is how Americans do it. Just let it splash all over your face. The couple at the box seem very happy.
Very happy. Well, I don't know if I felt that emotion in quite some time.
He reaches his one hand up and caresses her face, and his nub and scoots the box closer to her.
Reginald,
Would you like me to hold your straw?
with your nub, please.
Okay, that's kind of a big ass.
Okay. You just got all American there. Ooh, that's fun.
You like that?
Can I be a little pilgrim? I want to be a little pilgrim. That's what John Wayne says. He says, come on, pilgrim, and let me ride you into town.
Well, hey there, lady.
Oh, my box is... That's how drinking started.
Yeah, and box manipulation in Britain. Hey, How about a word that's not a food? Superfluous?
That means
wow.
unnecessary,
Thank
right?
you.
No,
Is that
question mark. That means
Does that
unnecessary.
sound good to you?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Unnecessary, superfluous.
That would be like male nipples.
Yeah, you're the doctor. I was gonna say, I might be wrong, but I can lactate if I need to.
Or if you have a tumor.
Wait, there's tumor milk?
Well, it's still breast milk, but it's maybe because the tumor is telling your breasts to make it.
Oh.
But also,
So the
if I was
tumor's
on a
not in
desert
your
island,
It
if I
would
was
be a
on,
tumor elsewhere that would cause it. Sorry.
is it any tumor or just a breast tumor?
Any tumor.
What?
No, that's a lie.
Oh. But also, yeah, if you were on a desert island, if I was on a desert island with a baby, a plane crash took out everybody and the mom, I could lactate. Just keep going. Just keep trying. Sweetie, keep trying. Please. Oh my God. I'm so glad that happened before I made some kind of weird deal.
We cut to 3 years later.
You have to, no, that's enough milking.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
No more milking. You can walk now.
Walking doesn't make food.
This has gone on too far. Look at the local fauna. They're cut off after 3 months. You've been doing this for 3 years. My nipples are chafed. I've run out of things to make oil out of.
That's what's wrong with you, Dad. You're always trying to make oil instead of feeding the family. The family being the two of us.
Look, I can't keep making enough milk to feed you and myself. You gotta learn to go hunt. You're 3 now.
Dad, I found a book by the crash site. It's a medical book. And it turns out
You can read?
one of the fauna taught me. And it turns out that if I get cancer.
Fauna, animals, or plants?
That's animals.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. That's what I thought.
I read it in a book. But if I get cancer, I can feed you with my milk.
What?
So I've been standing at the top of the mountain, just naked in the hot sun, trying to get melanoma. And if I get a good one, I'm gonna feed you back, Dad.
No! Son, maybe we should just eat some of these coconuts that are in plentiful abundance all over the place.
We cut to the fauna pen that they made.
I think we should just let him try. Keep trying with the cancer. Don't tell him anything else. Just let him keep trying with the cancer.
But
No, with the cancer. It's a great route.
What if
What
they see our teeth?
What if they...
I'm lactating right now.
Shut up, Philip! Shut up!
plug it up, Phil! Plug it up!
You want everything.
Put your little
Every time you open your mouth, that's just crack comes out of your mouth.
Are you choking?
My fauna sounds.
Different, but
Hey, everybody is born different, okay? He can milk himself,
really-
I can't. The nipples are inside of my throat. And the milk is coming in my throat right now. So that's the sound you hear, okay?
I'm really encouraged right now, you guys. I gotta get rid of this stuff.
Just plug it up,
I gotta get rid of it. I can't hold it anymore. Squirt.
We cut back. Dad, did you see that?
What's coming from the fauna pen?
It's like a flare, but it's like a liquid flare.
Oh, we see one droplet of milk lands on his cheek. Oh, that's milk.
He reaches up and he touches his dad's lip and takes
And kind of beats it so it becomes a nice whipped cream.
I read about this in a cooking book I found.
That's even sweeter than my milk.
Dad, if there's If there's more milk, I don't need to get cancer.
And then we don't have to eat those damn coconuts. They're so hard on my teeth. Let's go milk some fauna.
We cut back to the fauna pen.
Oh, that feels so much better.
I hope they just eat you, Phil. I hope they eat you entirely.
What the hell is going on?
I just want him dead at this point. He has annoyed the crap out of me for the last 6 months. Phil, I swear to God, you're the worst fauna I've ever seen.
She squirts one last squirt into her eye. Lay it off. You don't know what it's like to be engorged.
I read it in a book.
Milk coming in your throat. From the throat.
There's going to be one last scene tonight. What do you want it to be about?
Sneakers.
Sneakers!
Like the movie sneakers or like the footwear
Like
sneakers?
your shoes.
Okay.
I got a thing about sneakers, unless anyone's got a really good sneakers.
Oh, I got a thing about sneakers. But I'd like to hear yours.
It's actually about people with things for sneakers. I went to industrial design school, and there are certain students, like always in the class, who are obsessed with, they're going to design shoes. And all they do is draw shoes constantly. They're constantly like, drawing shoes, like, and I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it. Like everything became about shoes. Like any project, if it was like we have to design a new backpack, it was like a shoe backpack. It's a backpack you could put your shoes in. Or if it, like design like a social design, we need to help the poor. Like, oh, shoes. Like give them old shoes and like make them cool so they can like look stylish. Shoes. It's not a great story. It bothered me.
When I was in about 5th grade, I already wore a size 11 shoe.
What? Wait.
Yeah, which I now wear like an 11 anyway, so I pretty much stopped. Yeah, it was really bad. So when I would go shoe shopping back then, because I'm old, you couldn't like go to stores where they had boxes up. You had to go get your foot measured at the Foot Locker for my 1-year fancy school pair of shoes. And they would only have like one size 11 in the whole store, and so I'd have to get really lucky. So it went from like, I would walk in and I'd be like, oh my God, I can pick any of these shoes, to like, you can get that one. And I'd be like, God dang it, I have to get these like ugly, because I never had one of my size. It was embarrassing. And then they started the stores where you can now go in and pick out your own box, and they put a giant sticker on them that's bright orange. So it makes it easy for big feet. You're just like, okay, there's one pair there, and there's one pair over there, out of the whole store.
But now you have normal sized feet.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I grew up, I was not this tall.
Just just shove it in there. This, we might need the adult sizer. Her feet aren't fitting in the kids.
I don't want to go back there. The shoes are so heavy, I can't carry them by
I
myself.
just need a pair of shoes.
We just need the measurement device. I'll get it.
Why do you have to ruin everything?
Sorry, it's one time a year that I get to go and get a pair, and it's always such a big deal, and I'm sorry that we have to go through this.
I have a thing for Larry, okay?
I know, Mom, I know.
Okay,
I know.
Why do you think
Okay, we got the.
Larry.
Hi. She can qualify for the discount, but she Bob said she does have to fit into a child's shoe. So, but I do have this on.
Suck it in.
I have set this on the smallest size for an adult, which we should still be able to get you into there. So if we just get your.
If you have to chop off toes, it's part of the process. It's part of being a big girl, is chopping off toes.
That's fine with me.
Larry.
It says 11. Adult 11. Men's.
Adult men's.
I'm sorry. They're just my feet.
Remeasure it. Larry, there's something that... Please. Oh, I had an accent before, didn't I?
Wait a second. You've been working here for 6 months. with that accent.
No. And
Is that-
I'm desperately in
I
love
have a
with
thing
you.
for Southern girls.
Mom, you've been talking to me for 6 months with that accent.
I know.
Where are you
Who
from?
are you, Mom?
I'm from San Jose. I'm sorry. I just.
San Jose? Oh my God, I haven't asked you all of a sudden, Mom. What the hell?
It's so boring there, and then the feet size are so tiny, just tiny little Californian feet.
She pulls off a deep brunette wig to reveal just bleach blonde hair.
Oh, what is that bright light?
She has some of those like really long mom jackets, just falls off and it's just a bikini.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I couldn't have you see me in my natural Californian state.
She clicks a little button on the side of her boots and they turn into rollerblades.
Whoa!
This is the exact opposite of everything that I love. And you aren't even a child. You're a small man. What is
I
going on?
found her in Nevada. Right here.
I was just trying to help.
I still really have a thing for you, and if you can forgive me my Californianness and my daughter's son is Nevadan-ness.
Yeah, I think she's really sorry.
I
No
am.
discount. No employee discount. I'm sorry.
It's not about the shoes. I know there's people out there that, I mean, that's all they can think about, and I understand it. There's people that just love to pedal their feet, and there was an old lady that lived in a shoe. There's a story about that, but
That's a true story.
Larry,
I worked for her too.
I loved
Excuse me,
you.
Oh, hey,
I'm
Bob.
sorry to interrupt, but I saw a thing happening here and I was just so inspired by your romance. I have a very awkward question. But excuse me, are you a small girl or a full-grown man? And if it's the latter, would you like to go to coffee?
Hold on a second.
Oh,
She's a full-grown man. And she's my little full-grown man.
Easy, Larry.
If you wear that mom jacket and try that accent out, we can make this work.
Wait, Larry, she is coming in for me to get coffee, Larry. You back off, okay?
Listen,
You can have my mom.
I'm not opposed to making this whole thing work. I'm just gonna float that one. I'm just gonna boop, 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 put it out there.
I'm a fish and I'm gonna eat that bait.
plate of brown then.
Well, I have just a real serious. Are you an actual fish?
I am a man, okay? And I want to make that clear. I am a man who has fished before. I have experience fishing. I also like coffee. I also have a thing for Larry. So I appreciate that he has a thing for me.
I'm just gonna.
okay. I have a very fatherly sort of thing for you as a girl.
My thing is sexual for everyone. Who wants high C?
And